been toying with some words from Way of Mastery that I read recently about how we must, or to really be free, one needs to fully embrace illusion as well as fully embrace freedom. And I wonder if you wouldn't mind talking about fully embracing illusion.
Sure. Good question. So, where do illusions come from?
Are you asking me personally?
Well, if you want to add. If not, it's just kind of a rhetorical question for everyone.
Okay, I'll take it on. Ideas in the mind, projections from the mind, ego mind.
So, where does ego mind come from?
Let's make that rhetorical for everybody to consider.
Okay. All right. So, here we go. So, consider for a moment that um, God, as creator, created all beings in God's image, meaning all of us are creators. So we are all free and limitless creators, but we have all created profoundly limited experiences. We've all created bodies, which we mistake as ourself, that seems to represent a very distinctly and constantly needy being, right? I mean, the body is a ceaseless need machine. Our spirit has no needs. It's always whole, always full, always complete. So when Jesus is suggesting the way of mastery, we must first embrace illusion. He's really inviting us to claim our creative power with which we have created illusion. Because if we do not claim that I have done this to myself, I've created in a way that has created a very limited experience, we will be dismissing the very power of freedom that we were given by God. So, needing to claim all of our creations, because everything that's happened on the earth, as illusory as it may be, all the pain that we've suffered, illusory as it may be, is a creation. And if we dismiss them, we're dismissing the power and the freedom with which they can all be created. Because God doesn't place any limits on the children of God. We can create, and just look at this world. We've created some wonderfully terrible things: nuclear weapons, famine, uh, uh, incredible diseases. I mean, all of that stuff. Because if you don't claim that, accept it, and embrace it, it's very easy to stay in some sense of judgment about it and standoffish. And that can get really subtle when you try to set yourself free of it to judge those who might still be creating in those limiting ways, rather than recognizing your freedom to not create that way and others' freedoms to continue to create that way. Does it make sense? So any creation that we seek to dismiss and ignore and throw out, and I'm be very clear here, I'm not talking about indulging illusions either, because we've all fallen down that spiritual hole. It's about embracing all of creation, whether it's illusory or not, because all of it is the effect of the creative power of the children of God, uniquely and collectively. So that's why he's asking us to embrace illusion, because when we do, we'll realize there's a ton of truth, there's a ton of creative power and freedom in the illusion. Make sense?
Yeah, and goes right along with what else he says, which is give everybody else complete freedom to create the way they create.
Indeed. Yeah, let them universal law, let them exercise their free will however they wish. Believe whatever they wish, create whatever they wish. I mean, if you want to be free, free everyone else. As within, so without. It's a pretty simple thing.
Very
Unless, of
simple.
course, you need to forgive everything out there, and then you've kind of interrupted that simplicity and made it really complicated.
In which case, you just create making it really hard.
That's right. We've all done that too. I'll confess to making some parts of my journey really challenging and difficult.
Thank you.
Joan, you're welcome. Good question, my friend.